So in my late teens, I drank 1 to 2 beers every day. Wasn't addicted yet, but I could definitely feel the pull forming. So whenever I didn't drink alcohol, I could feel like a lack of something. The reason I'm making this video, so I can share to you how you can drink socially and have fun while staying free from developing a habit or having too much of a hangover. Enjoy your drinks intentionally, and I hope your social life will not suffer, because it is one thing to want to live healthy, but especially when you're young, you don't want to sacrifice your social life just so you can avoid alcohol. And in the end, loneliness can be just as bad or worse as drinking alcohol every single weekend. So I drew the line before it was too late, and I set the boundaries, which were no drinking home alone and no alcohol at home. Basically, whenever I go out and I genuinely want to have fun with my friends, or definitely go to a party or a festival, I can drink as much as I want. But when I'm home alone, there is nothing to drink, and I don't allow myself to drink any alcohol. So yeah, this gives the freedom to stop drinking when it doesn't actually enhance your social experience. Even when you are just gonna hang out with one or two of your friends, you can just meet for tea or a cup of coffee. You don't necessarily have to be in a pub every single time. Choosing drinks to minimize hangover. So this is step one, which is picking the correct drinks when you do end up going out and drinking. What color is your drink is the most important thing. If you drink something that is dark, like rum, dark beer, or whiskey, it hits your system harder, and it makes your next day, your hangover, as bad as possible. Versus if you pick something light, like vodka, gin, light beer, or white wine, it will usually end up causing absolutely no hangover. Personally, I love drinking vodka for this reason, because I can drink unlimited amounts of vodka and not experience basically any hangover at all. Of course, only if you pick the right bottle. So the other strategy, or the third thing that I have to show you, is you can pace yourself around food in order to keep you just in a buzz instead of going crazy drunk and ending up on the street vomiting or something like that. So your stomach takes about 4 hours to empty, and when you drink alcohol, the food that's already in your stomach will absorb most of the alcohol and therefore not make you as drunk as you otherwise would be. So here's the trick. If you have a couple of drinks first and then eat something that is substantial, like a kebab or half a pizza, you can continue drinking without the drunkenness changing too much. So you, even if you, after eating a kebab, drink, let's say, half a bottle of vodka, you won't really get as drunk as you would otherwise. You will keep a very similar level of buzz that you had before eating the food. This is a very good way to control how fucked up you get, and it will help you just staying safe, especially later on in the night if you're going out clubbing. So you choose your foods, choose your alcohol, and now I would like to talk about how much you should drink in the first place. So before you go out to eat a kebab, before you go out to fill up your stomach, how much is the right amount for you? There is actually a way to calculate this, and I'm not gonna go into too much detail. I'm just gonna show you how it works. So for example, for an 80-kilogram person at 15% body fat, let's say, you can drink 3 shots and 1 beer in a short span of 30 minutes, and you will be like feeling a really, really good buzz, but still not completely drunk, but a good buzz. You can do the same thing with 4 beers, and you can do the same thing with 4 glasses of wine. And there is actually a calculator to calculate this for your actual weight, which I will link in the top link in the description. So if you just want to stay at a like a fun level, so not like a serious buzz, but like just having fun and not getting drunk type of stuff, It's like drinking one shot and two beers in about 45 minutes. That will get you to the level that's required for you to feel the effects of alcohol, but not be on a serious high off of the alcohol. And the same is true for three glasses of wine in the same period, so about 45 minutes. So another disclaimer, so craft beers are stronger than regular beers. So 8% alcohol is a lot more than like the 4%, 5% that you get with the regular beers. So number 5, you drank the wrong things, you got the hangover, so what do you do now? Even with smart drinking, you might wake up a little rough. Sometimes it happens. It might be the food that you didn't eat or the actual little bit of dark alcohol that you consumed. Doesn't matter. Sometimes you will end up being hungover. So what do? If you have a heavy hangover, just double down on eating carbs and eating fats. So something like ham and eggs with very, very fatty ham and bread really works well as a quick fix. If you can go to a shop, just buy some trashy like baguette or croissant or something. Those always have high fat, high carbs. Eating kebab also works. All of those things work because these types of food, kebab, croissants, stuff like this, they aren't really healthy. They are full of fat and they have high carb as well. So yeah, that's how you do it. If you're so hungover that you can't really leave the place because you're afraid that you're gonna throw up, drinking extra caffeine will help with the kind of dizziness, and also aspirin and ibuprofen, which are like pills for numbing the pain, will help with the headache. So if you if there's no other way, it is better to throw up than to leave the alcohol in your system. If you're like on the edge of should I throw up or should I not, that means you're overloaded with alcohol. And if you do choose to process all the alcohol, it will be very, very toxic for you. Your body literally wants to give it back. It doesn't want anymore because it hurts it hurts your body to process all the alcohol. So yeah, food is your number one antidote. And if you just have a lighter hangover, which is like yeah, you don't feel like doing anything, you're a little bit dizzy, you have a bit of a headache, drinking like a low alcohol beer or like a 2% regular beer, it can really help because being hangover is like you're experiencing withdrawal symptoms of alcohol. So if you drink a little bit of alcohol, is you taper off the alcohol instead of going cold turkey, and it will really help you avoid these hangover effects. And black coffee helps as well with the light hangover. And as I said, like food is the number one antidote. So also when you have the light hangover, just go to the kitchen, ham and eggs, or to a kebab shop or something like that. Eating high fat, high carb foods will fix your hangover very, very quickly. If you found this useful, hit the like, subscribe, share it with a friend who needs a guide similar to this. Down in the description, you will find the BAC calculator, which is, you can calculate how much buzz you will get if you drink certain drinks, so you can strategize before going out. And also, you will find a very similar written guide for managing alcohol, which is one of my tools in my coaching system for free. So check those out, guys. And again, subscribe. And if you like these videos, make sure to keep tuned in. Bye bye.